Hello everyone, welcome to today's Math Olympiad training camp. So let's see, today we will solve some word problems about percentages and ratio. Let's see, what is that? The first question number one, the percentage of boys in two classes are 30% and 60%. The numbers of students in the two classes are 30 and 45 respectively. What is the percentage of boys in the two classes combined? So can we just add these two percentage together and divide the total by 2? Definitely not. The percentage is actually it describes the relationship between two amounts. So for one part, if that is in a different class, in a different group, that will represent a different amount. That's why we cannot just add or subtract the two percentages. Then, if we want to find that, first we need to know how many boys are there in two classes altogether, and then divided by the number of students in two classes, multiplied by 100%. That's how we solve this kind of question. So first, let's see, can we find how many? First, we need to know how many boys in the first class, or maybe we can call that as class A. Altogether, there are 30 students in class A, and the percentage of boys is 30%. Just multiply them together, we can get it. Because the nature of percentage is fraction with 100 as denominator. So you can write it in the form of fraction. That is much easier to multiply. So first, we can simplify 30 over 100 by divide both top and the bottom numbers by 10. And the second, because a whole number multiplied by a fraction means we just need to multiply whole number by numerator and the denominator unchanged. So it is 30 times 3 over 10. Now it's time to simplify. Divide both the numerator and the denominator by 10. At the bottom, we will just have 1 left. On top, that is 3 times 3, so equals 9 boys in class A. Now, let's see, what about the second class? Maybe we can call this as class B. So altogether, there are 45 students in the second class, in class B. And the boys account for 60%. So 45 times 60 out of 100. That's how we solve this one. First, 60 out of 100 can be simplified because we can divide both top and bottom by 20. And that is 3 over 5. Then, a whole number multiplied by a fraction equals whole number times the numerator. And the denominator will not be changed. So it is 45 times 3 over 5. Then 45 and 5 are both divisible by 5. So divide them by 5, we will get 3 times 9 on top left, which is 27. After we know the number of boys in different class, we can find the number of boys in both classes or in class combined. It should be 9 plus 27 equals 36. And then we just need to know one more thing, that is the total number of students in the two classes combined. It should be 30 plus 45 equals 75. Now it's time to do the division. Number of boys divided by the number of students in the two classes combined, multiplied by 100%. That's how we find the percentage of boys in two classes combined. So it is 35 over 75. First, both 36 over 75. 36 and 75 are both divisible by 3. We will get 12 over 25. And actually, we want to convert it into a fraction. with 100 at bottom. So multiply both top and bottom by 4, we can get it. It is 48 over 100 equals 48%. So in this way, we know option B is correct. In this question, the most important thing is we need to realize percentage is a kind of relationship. So we cannot just add or subtract percentage. Now, let's move on to the second one. Question number 2. Andrew and Caden had some stamps in the ratio 6:8. Andrew gave a quarter of his stamps to Caden. Caden then had 280 stamps more than Andrew. How many stamps did they have altogether? Let's see. If we know the ratio of Andrew and Caden's percentages is 6 to 8, we can use line segments to show the relationship visually. First, for Andrew, because his stamps accounts for 6 pieces, so we just need to draw 6 line segments here. And then for Caden, yeah, actually, as you can see, because Caden has 8 parts, so altogether we need to draw 8 equal pieces or 8 line segments to represent Caden's stamps. Now, because when you draw that, the picture may not be so accurate, so you had better use the same shape to represent the same amount. That will be much more clear. Now, let's see. Andrew gave a quarter of his stamps to Caden, so we can calculate how many stamps or how many parts has been given out. A quarter is 1/4, and 1/4 of 6 triangles equals 3/2 triangles, or 3/2 parts. After Caden gave this amount, 3/2 parts, to Caden, then you can see the difference between them will become, at the first, Caden has two more parts than Andrew. Now he has another 3 seconds parts than Andrew. So in this way, you can see the difference will just become 3 parts. The difference between their stamps will be 3 parts added by another 2 parts. The original difference equals 5 parts. So 5 parts stand for 280 stamps. To find how many stamps does 1 part represent, we just need to divide 280 by 5. It is equal to 56. And then, because no matter how they share the stamps, the total amount of stamps will not be changed. So it is still 14 parts. To get the total, we just need to use 1 part multiplied by 14 equals 784. That's how we got the total amount of stamps should be 784. Let's choose option B. As you can see, if we draw out the line segments to show the relationship visually, this will be much easier. So I hope you really understand how to solve this kind of ratio problem, and I hope you can love math, love thinking. See you next time. Bye.